your opponent pushes you into doing things where you either perform those and do them or you go home. Lewullis carried his teams with the 36 points. Cramsey playing incredible inside. Drayton playing good defense, and the guards playing excellent. Makes for a great matchup.
All right, Lewullis averaging 19 points per game during the season is averaging 30 points per game during the PIAAs. On the other side of the court, you'll be looking at Walt DeVan wearing number 23 tonight. He's a 6'1 senior, and his season average is 20 points, right up there in Lewullis territory.
This is a rematch of round one from last year, so these two teams are going to know each other. We talked about Lewullis and Drayton already. A lot of the guys we're going to see for Susquehanna Township were the guys that were principal players last year. So both coaches should have a pretty good feel on what they want to do here tonight.
All right, Susquehanna Township, the report card says they're small but quick enough to net their last 9 victories in a row.
Again, the defensive pressure, you know, you're looking for teams with long winning streaks at this point in the year. An interesting matchup. The guard play becomes real important again because to utilize your interior people, your guards must take care of the basketball.
All right, we'll take a look at this fine matchup between these two champions. Championship night here on TV2 Sports, coming at you live on Service Electric. Stay with us for the opening tap.
The Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association, dedicated to safety, education, and uniformity of competition among Pennsylvania's middle, intermediate, junior, and senior high schools' interscholastic sports. PIAA, dedicated to assist member schools to organize and develop an interscholastic athletic program which will promote, protect, and conserve the health and physical welfare of all participants, safeguards the educational values of, and cultivates high ideals of good sportsmanship. For over 79 years, the Pennsylvania Interscholastic Athletic Association has promoted academic excellence, uniformity of standards in competition, and physical well-being of all participating athletes in over 19 sports across the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The PIAA, cultivating better athletics today for a brighter future for Pennsylvania.
The warm-ups continue here at the Geigle Complex in Reading. What a beautiful facility to have a basketball game. And you can imagine that playing here will leave a lasting impression on all these young men tonight. Central Catholic, the Vikings, coming in with 22 wins and 6 losses against Susquehanna Township. The Indians coming in with 23 wins and 4 losses. It's the District 11 champs in Central against the District 3 champs in Susquehanna. Well, there you take a look at what Susquehanna has to offer in the little battle that will be going on tonight in the stands. These guys came ready to rock and roll.
Well, these guys helped us out with a nickname too, huh? the bleacher bunch.
And there they are, ready to go and cheer on Central Catholic, hopefully to victory. There's Rich Baxa, the 4th-year head coach at Central Catholic, and then for many years before that at Freedom High School. Also had a stint as a radio announcer in between, covering some of the games in Lehigh Valley High School basketball.
The Vikings have beaten James Buchanan 59-46. Pottstown, the defending 3A titleist, 63-58 to advance to this point. Susquehanna Township has beaten Holy Ghost Prep 65-48 and Elmer Myers 59-56. In last year's meeting, which was on March 19th, 1993 in round 1, Susquehanna Township had 3 more field goals than the Vikes, but the Vikes had 6 more free throws. Gabe Lewullis had 19 points and 4 threes. Let's take a look at what it all means. You see that Academy Park now has advanced. They will await the winner here for the East Finals on Tuesday night. Over in the West, Beaver Falls, Perry Academy, Hickory and Black Hawk battle to go to the West Finals, all trying to get to Hershey next Friday, 8 p.m. for the championship game.
Here come the Indians. This is Kevin Polly, followed by the other guard, Walt DeVan, 6'1" senior. Anthony Brown, the 6'2" sophomore, will be starting at forward. Charles Heller will be at the other forward. He's a 6'3" junior, will be wearing number 44. And the center, Noah Tennant, a 6'4" senior, who averages 9 points per outing and 7 rebounds per game as well.
Susquehanna Township will be the home team. The Vikings will be in their traveling green and gold.
Here comes Matt Sproul, starting point guard for Central Catholic, a 5'9" junior. He averages about 5 points per outing. Mike Smith, the number 2 guard, 6 foot. He's a senior. Gabe Lewullis, the money man, again averaging 30 points per game in these state playoffs. The big man on defense, Rashawn Drayton, 6'3" junior. And Tim Ramsey, 6'3" senior, who had 15 points in Central's last outing against Pottstown.
I thought Tim Ramsey said it best in the interview after the game. I'm not leaving anything in the locker room. Look for Ramsey and Lewullis to get the Vikes out of the gate. That's a real key here early. We just witnessed what a slow start will do for you. Incredible that Southern Lehigh came back to lose that game by a mere 2 points. They never led. They were blown out in that first quarter, but yet come back to lose by only 2. Important to get off to a good start. The Vikings have been here. They know what they expect. Let's see what happens at the start.
Getting back to that first game, Mike, Southern Lehigh making up 21 points of a 23-point deficit in only 16 minutes of action. Just simply phenomenal. Here.
Head coach for Susquehanna Township, Elmer Cook, in his first year. I mentioned in the first game, in case you missed it, assisted by Doug Helsel, a former Southern Lehigh player, a 1989 grad, played under Bob Schaefer when they were on their very first Colonial League championship.
Opening tap won by Noah Tennant, and here come the Indians. A turnaround in close and personal, no good by Tennant. And Susquehanna manages to maintain possession. There's DeVan, always dangerous. Dishes inside, counted off the glass for Kevin Polly. Polly, known more as an outside shooter, scores 2 right in front. Tough to stop there.
Good recognition on the first series against the Viking defense.
Ramsey to Drayton. Lewullis from the 3-point arc. He draws lots of attention there. Steps in. The shot is off. Polly there for the rebound off the floor. DeVan. 3-point attempt for Anthony Brown. No. Mike Smith with the rebound.
Mike's dodged a bullet there. Overload creates an open shot. Somebody missed an assignment defensively. Indians unable to take advantage.
Ramsey. Mike Smith. Here's Lewullis, left unattended, and he'll make you pay for that. Oh, does he love shooting here at the Geigel Complex.
Picking up right where he left off. That's the second time this season Lewullis had 6 threes in a game. He accomplished that feat in a game that, ironically, the Vikings lost to Bethlehem Catholic. He had 6 threes during the regular season.
Kevin Polly from the perimeter, kicks it out. Nielsen.
Central Catholic opening up in a 2-3 match.
3-point attempt by Polly. It's good.
Polly was played in the game last year. This year averaging 8 points a game. He scored 2 last season against the Vikes.
Early minutes of our nightcap in this boys 3A Eastern semifinal night. Central Catholic trailing by 2, 5-3 to Susquehanna Township. And Matt Sproul cannot get the job, not going to get the game tied up there. Here come the Indians. DeVan, yes.
Tough rebound by Heller. Nice creation by DeVan. DeVan averaging 21 points a game. Leads the team in that category. Last year scored 7 against the Vikes.
Smith gets it stripped away. It's in the hands of Anthony Brown, and he'll put it on the floor. Charles Heller, Polly, looking inside. Sproul with the quick hands for the pickoff.
Nice denial. Good help defensively.
Lewullis inside the Drayton, puts it up and is blocked. Gets it back, puts it up again, and gets it to go this time.
That's what Drayton has to do. He is slowly coming out of that little slump he's been offensively. Good reaction, good play by a good athlete.
It was Noah Tennant who got off the ground to make the first block.
Our officials for this second game, Mike Brophy, John Kelly, Joe Lindsay. A different Joe Lindsay, this one with an A. In game number 1, it was with an E.
DeVan calls out some signals. The Indians leading Central Catholic 7-5.
Emery Cook, first year at the helm of the Indians.
This is Anthony Brown against Lewullis. Lewullis also, as we pointed out, an excellent defender. Polly's shot hits the near iron and bounds away. DeVan shakes off 2, looks to dish. Drayton is there.
Nice job cutting back by Drayton.
Polly nicely keeping the ball alive, but then gives it up to Lewullis.
Well, the turnovers add up faster than points. 3-2 now. Indians have 3.
Looks like Susquehanna will be the first to go to the bench as they get Dunlap ready for action. Shot there is off, and Drayton pulls it down, tries to save it. Polly picks it off.
Good. Nice read by Polly.
And then Drayton knocks it away, but it bounces on the sideline. Susquehanna Township will get it back. Gary Nielsen steps into the contest for the first time, and out goes Charles Heller.
Now Nielsen, a guy scoring 12 points a game. So again, depth for Susquehanna Township, a real key. They'll play multiple defense. They are intense, small, but very quick.
Shot from the baseline is up and no good. And Central Catholic will get the benefit of this foul call. It'll be against number 40, Anthony Brown, his first, his team's first.
Tim Cramsey's fundamentals have become very sound. Tough to get a rebound away from him on the weak side. He's always in a real good spot.
Smith is looking deep for Drayton, but it's picked off by Brown.
Boy, miscommunication there. Really wasn't a whole lot of pressure. Nielsen
Gets it out to Brown. Three-point attempt by DeVan. Nothing but net. Susquehanna has so far doubled the output of Central Catholic. Here's Lewullis.
The Bleacher Boys.
Brown fires back with two the long way. 12-7. Here's Lewullis dishing and scoring.
Wow, he is just freewheeling it now. And I'm impressed with the poise that this guy's playing with. Unemotional, just doing his job.
He loves a challenge. Inside Noah Tennant splits the D. A slugfest here in the first quarter. Central Catholic trailing Susquehanna Township 14-9. Cramsey dishing to Drayton. Underneath, off the glass for two. Rashawn is on.
Drayton is playing with a little bit more confidence offensively, looking a little bit more aggressive.
And there's
good assist by Cramsey.
And there's a break for Central Catholic. I haven't seen this too often, but DeVan actually tripped over his own shoelaces. Gets him tied up, and he's back on his feet.
You know, as you look at the Susquehanna Township uniforms, Dan, I have to believe that they may have brought the wrong one, because it looks like it's a mix. Usually the uniforms are all one color, and it looks like they might have brought their traveling red and have it mixed, and fortunately had their white jerseys. I don't really know.
It is different.
Usually they're all one color.
It's like Bethlehem Catholic during the football season, changing their uniforms at the half this year and paying the consequences.
In the mud.
14-11. Central to within 3. Sproul looks inside for Cramsey, and they're going to say that Tim was fouled long before the shot.
Cramsey not yet involved in the offense.
Charles Heller, the infractor, his first. Smith thinking about a three-pointer. Sproul will take it and drain it.
That can be a real key. Sproul, who has 13 threes on the year, his playoff high 7 against Tamaqua and Southern Lehigh. They get other people involved in the offense like that. This green and gold team can become very difficult to beat.
Tied at 14. Smith tries to keep it that way, but he's called for the foul on Charles Heller.
That's okay. You don't want to give up anything easy. That was a wonderful creation in an awful lot of traffic. You see number 23, Walt DeVan. Boy, that's a pretty pass. Smith commits the foul, but that's all right. The Viking philosophy has been in those situations to not give it up easy, put them at the free throw line.
And we hear our first chant of "I'm blind, I'm deaf, I want to be a ref" from you-know-who. Central Catholic's finest. There's Heller's numbers. 6'3", and he gets the second to go. Indians back up by 2.
Full court press, looking to maybe trap it about half court. Vikes handle it well.
Drayton, the turnaround in traffic. It won't drop that time. Cramsey tough underneath. And he'll keep the ball for Central as DeVan goes up into the 5th row to try to save it for Susquehanna, but cannot.
Cramsey harasses just enough for the Indians to lose control.
Drayton out to Mike Smith. Smith, here's Lewullis for 3. No. Gets his own. Puts it back up and is fouled. Anthony Brown with his second foul of the night, the 3rd against Susquehanna.
First rule against the perimeter jump shot is to turn and box out. See, they try and block the shot, which leaves nobody there to box out Lewullis, who is able to follow his miss and draws the foul.
Noah Tennant comes in for Anthony Brown. Interestingly enough, Emery Cook said before the game that when we asked him what his starting lineup was, that he really doesn't have any regular starters.
It's amazing. He goes 27 games now into the season. But, you know, they have depth. They alternate a lot of starters, and, you know, we just didn't get any. So, you know, we're going to see a lot of guys running in and out. For the Vikes, a little bit of a different story. They'll go max, maybe 7 deep.
Lewullis, top free throw shooter on his team. Top point scorer on his team. Top 3-point scorer on his team. Top block shot artist. And I think he's running neck and neck with Sproul for the lead in steals. Collects 2 of 2 from the line there.
An amazing shooting night for him against Pottstown, and an effort that was needed.
Man.
Your game must go up. You must improve this time of the year, and Lewullis certainly has.
Oh, he has certainly answered the challenge.
As an all-state performance.
Shot is up by Nielsen. High rebound. Lewullis fields it nicely.
See, those are the things that it's interesting to hear opposing coaches talk. He's a fabulous defensive player. I mean, he is an absolutely complete player.
Smith called for charging. The ball will go back to Susquehanna. Noah Tennant sacrificing the body to draw the foul.
Great help defensively. Coming over to take the charge was Tennant. That's a nice job.
Second foul against Mike Smith. That'll bring on Matt Radio for the first time tonight. Radio deadly at the 3-point arc. Look for him there. DeVan can't see the clock from where he is, so he'll move over to the side. 10 seconds. Now he sees it. 7. Tries to go inside. The leaner is good. And they'll put another tick on the clock here after the ball gets loose.
DeVan with the jumper.
Or will they? No, they'll just leave it at 1 second to play here in the first quarter. 18-16, Susquehanna in the lead. Radio, forward pass, down court. We'll let it fly deep. It's going to be a little short, though, and that'll do it for the first quarter. 18-16, Susquehanna leading Central Catholic in a high-powered first quarter. We'll be back for the rest of this first half right after this, live on TV2 Sports.
Hey, Dunavetter, look what the wind blew in. What are you doing here at APE Car Care Center? Why, my brakes and muffler, they're so full. Well, you come to the right place. They do good work here at APE Car Care. They're experts on brakes and mufflers. When my machine don't run right, it makes me so gretzy. If it isn't one thing, it's another. You dumb bunny. Why don't you sell that piece of junk and buy a new one? Oh, now you're an expert on cars. No, I'm an expert on junk.
Car Care Plus at ABE Car Care Centers.
High school hoops at its finest. Matt Sproul. What a beautiful three-point arc on that ball. Dan Mounty, Mike Zambelli, ready to bring you the second quarter of action live from the Geigel Complex at Reading High School. Central Catholic trailing Susquehanna 18-16. And Mike, let's take a look at some of those numbers from Bill Bickle.
Both coaches have to be happy with what transpired in that quarter. The Vikes were 6 of 12, two threes, 50%, 2 freebies for 16 points. Susquehanna Township, 7 of 12, 58.3%. 2 freebies, 2 free throws, 18 points.
Traveling called. Noah Tennant did not continue on to the hole. Then he gets called for the feet. Henry Cook earning his pay on this night, as he has for the last 27 nights, building up a nice 23-4 record.
Vikes 6 turnovers, 1 here in this quarter. Susquehanna Township 5 with 1 here in this quarter.
Sproul again with a little trouble there. Other end, it's DeVan against Radio for 2.
DeVan for 2.
When you play against a team that applies the pressure that the Indians do, you must take care of the basketball with every pass. Makes you go just a little quicker.
Radio, don't leave him alone.
There's some real bright signs for Central Catholic. Radio's jumper, Sproul has hit a 3. Other people getting involved. It doesn't have to be all Lewullis. Ramsey really hasn't gotten going inside. Drayton has 2 field goals for 4 points. A lot of positives for the green and gold.
Lewullis pulls down the Heller miss. Ramsey working hard against Tennant. He's a bundle. 2 physical specimens out there banging bodies, and now foul's called away from all that melee.
Very excellent pressure on the ball. The Vikes have to make themselves a little bit more available. Look at Ramsey's in some trouble. They overplay there. Ramsey, really with a creative pass, but the arm reach in there was by Nielsen, who gets charged for the foul as second.
And that's the team's 5th. Radio will put it in play. Lewullis for 3. No, and he's decked after taking that shot. No whistle. Look out, Polly from DeVan.
Susquehanna, a team that runs with a purpose, and there certainly was a good purpose. Nice job off the outlet.
Drayton inside, and he draws a foul. The Vikings doing a nice job of penetrating.
Boy, Drayton a whole lot more authoritative on that move. Little head fake to the right and a spin move in the paint. Watch. This is aggressive as we've seen it. Fakes it out, and then the spin move catches the defense flat-footed and immediately to the hole to draw the foul.
Interestingly enough, they'll call it on Charles Heller, although it looked like Tennant who was the aggressor.
Susquehanna Township with 16 fouls. Central has committed 2. Drayton off to a fine offensive start. 2 field goals, 1 for 1 from the line, 5 points. His playoff high has been 7 points, and that was against Pottstown in their last game.
Second shot is off, and it's out on Susquehanna. Central will hold on to it. The Vikings have yet to lead this contest. They tied it up in the first quarter at 14 apiece, but the trail by 3 here. Ramsey narrows the gap to 1.
Nice Ramsey moving without the ball, makes himself available wide open in the middle.
DeVan, the bounce pass inside to Tennant, and they're going to get Ramsey here.
Ramsey's first field goal, he only has taken 2 shots. The offense has worked so well for the Vikings that Timmy really has not had to become involved at this point.
His first, team third.
Third team foul for Central. Nielsen flies it in. Off the glass for 2. Noah Tennant making it look easy.
Tennant with the lay-in for 2.
6 minutes remaining in this first half. Central Catholic's trailing now by 3 points. Drayton on the baseline, skip past to Lewullis.
Indians have gone zone 3-2.
Drayton hops one off the rim, and Lewullis is there. Sproul. Lewullis. Last touch by Susquehanna is Charles Heller. Interesting that they now have DeVan covering Lewullis, the two top guns facing each other.
When they're over on that side of the court, the Indians are matching up out of that zone. Good talk through there. Heller, good communication. Knew that Drayton was coming from behind and almost picked that one off. Important to have good communications when you play a match zone. Now they try trap in the corner.
Sproul. Drayton skips it. Here they go. Lewullis now open in the corner. Nice passing routine. Lewullis just a little off on the shot.
Yeah, that's what will be there. You make those two snap passes in the middle, and that shot will be open. Lewullis has cooled a little bit.
And now it looks like Susquehanna will try the perimeter. DeVan now drives. Off-balance shot. Count it. Really mixed it up with Sproul there trying to draw the foul.
That's next to impossible to stop. And that's, you know, you get bodies on him. He's off balance. He falls. He hits the deck, but it still goes through.
Some athlete. Look at this. Oh, man. Do you think this young man wants to win?
Play the passing lane so well. Anticipate. You always have to be thinking and always one step in front.
DeVan, not the biggest man out there by any means. 6'1", he's a senior. Perhaps, though, he has one of the biggest hearts available of any team. Radio. Backs up against Polly. Quick back and forth. There's Drayton. Looks like Central wants the perimeter again. Very patient offense. The Vikings working the ball well. Looking for a seam. Ramsey continues to prowl underneath. Radio for three. On a line. It's TV time for prime time.
Yeah, Radio now with 9 threes. He had 8 coming in, and we have seen just about all of them. We have seen all of them.
Lights, camera, action. Polly, the shot off the near iron.
Cannot stress the importance. You know, Lewullis has chilled a little bit from that corner, missed 2 in a row. And this is where it's important for these other guys to become involved. And I'll tell you, in this first half, I mean, they still trail by 2. But, you know, it's been a good half for the supporting cast.
Lewullis trying to tie it up. No good. Here comes DeVan the other way. Sproul finally stops him a little bit. DeVan not done yet. Draws the foul. A lot of energy in that young man.
Rich Baxa assisted by Drew Geary, Sam Seneca.
12, Matt Brown, his first team.
Able to beat you off the dribble. Walt DeVan, great quickness. Sproul reaching in, picks up his first. There you get a look at Doug Helsel, the former Spartan of Southern Lehigh.
Van takes the first.
DeVan gets the first to go, and we'll have another. Looking to increase the Indians' lead to 4 points. 3:27 remaining in this first half. High pressure now. The Indians start cranking it up. Radio against Polly. Gets it over the midcourt line. Radio goes deep. Drayton puts it up. No! In and out.
Tough break for Drayton. Nice effort by Radio again in handling the full court pressure. Got in a little trouble along that baseline, but was able to dump inside to Drayton.
Susquehanna could increase the lead by 6, and the team does just that. No, it's headed for 2.
6'4" senior, has good strength. That's a heck of a matchup between him and Cramsey.
That Sproul calls timeout for Rich Baxa. Central Catholic needs to reorganize just a bit here. They trail by 6. They tied it in the first quarter, 14 all, and came to within a point here in the second quarter. Now find themselves down by 6.
Susquehanna Township, which was primarily a 2A school for many years, had some great deal of success back in the they won district titles in 2A, 1967, 1980. They won their 3A title this year in 94. That's the first for them. They did win a state championship in 2A boys, beating Greensburg Central 71-62, and that was in the 1980 season. The Vikings certainly had their glory years, state champs in 1984, beating Hampton 72-53. Beat Aliquippa in 1986, 65-54. They were runner-up to Aliquippa in 89, losing 78-75. All those under Bob Schlosser.
Schlosser taking his show to Elizabethtown College. Doing quite well there and recruiting some good Lehigh Valley talent to help him out. Andrew Trella into the game for the first time for Central Catholic. Andy wearing number 33. He's a 6'3" senior who averages about 3 points per game. And he'll come in to spell Matt Sproul. So both starting guards now out for Central.
And this gives the Vikings a little bit bigger lineup. Takes away from their quickness, and there's a turnover.
The Indians will take over with 2:34 remaining in the first half. Sproul comes back in. Trella heads out.
And Coach Baxter did not like what he saw there. I think they become a much slower team in that situation where the Susquehanna Township quickness becomes more effective.
Nielsen against Lewullis. Dishes off to Polly. Polly may take it all the way. Left-hander. And Polly will be called for this foul.
No foul. He was just out of bounds. He was out of bounds when he picked up that loose ball rebound. You see, Emery Cook doesn't agree with the call.
Sproul against Nielsen. Nielsen's a tough defender.
Try to post Lewullis. Good deny.
Trading against Heller. Bodies flying down low. Lewullis got decked. And this one will be against DeVan. Wow. First foul against DeVan tonight.
23, Walt DeVan, his first team penalty.
Wow, that puts Susquehanna over the limit. Lewullis at the line for 1-1. Nice set of circumstances for Central Catholic with 2:04 remaining in the half.
Yeah, they were really battling down low to establish position. Lewullis has cooled off a little bit here in the second quarter. Good opportunity for him to pick up a couple of points from the line. Congratulations again, guys. Good place.
A rather frenetic pace here in the first half. Susquehanna really turning up the juice here, and we'll see if that has any effect on them late in the game. They have been rotating a lot of players into the contest to try to stay fresh. Nielsen, DeVan for three. No. Heller with the rebound.
Susquehanna set some devastating picks in the middle. That was the shot that they wanted, just didn't get it.
Nielsen winding the clock down to 1:30. DeVan against Sproul, tries to beat him to the baseline. Flying one-hander is no good. Lewullis knocks it out of bounds. Susquehanna will get it back.
Now, Sproul can really not do a whole lot much more than what he did. Nice denial. Just got out-jumped for the ball, and, then you get a little out of position and you're beat on the baseline.
I don't imagine any player likes to be assigned to DeVan when they're playing defense. He is just one tough character. Can burn you in so many ways. Polly will drive. Count it. The hoop and some hard. Polly will step to the line.
A very good offensive sequence for the Indians. Show all the patience that you need. Work the ball nicely on the perimeter and then get something going to the basket. A high percentage shot.
Head coach Emery Cook not looking like a first-year rookie at the bench. He is really mixing up his plays nicely, including controlling the pace of the game. Three-point play is in the books for Polly. 33-26 Central Catholic. Trying to hang in there, trailing by 7. 1 minute to go in the first half.
Hope you're enjoying TV2's live coverage of PIAA basketball. Tomorrow, more of the same. Bethlehem Catholic girls and Lancaster Catholic start at 6 o'clock. Tip-off 6:30.
Tennant denying Lewullis and comes up with the ball. Nielsen. Tennant, the big guy. Here's DeVan. Shot is no good. Lewullis, what a nice play there as he smacks the ball off of Polly out of bounds.
Has not been a crisp quarter for the people in green and gold. Offensively, they did not convert. They did not get some good looks on occasion. Turned the ball over a couple of times. They have 9. Need one here to gain some momentum to go back into halftime.
Sproul trying to go around the pick, and here comes DeVan with the pick off. Polly, count it.
Now, Susquehanna Township has gained a little bit of control in this game. They now need to lead by 9.
Central's got to hurry. Lewullis fouled by DeVan.
Oh, and Emery Cook is irate on the bench. There you got to look at a point. I mean, that's just not smart. With 5 seconds, and he knows it. You're going to give an opportunity for Lewullis to go get a couple of freebies. Do not want to commit a foul. You see his arms go up in the left side of your screen there.
So DeVan will be removed from the game by his head coach, and into the contest comes Ty Brown, number 10. Ty Brown, a 6'1 senior. 5 seconds remaining. Lewullis at the line.
Lewullis 3 field goals, all of them in the first quarter. He is now 5 for 5 from the line.
That free throw cuts the lead to 8. No! Nice rebound, couldn't finish it. Shot is up and off, and at the break, it is Susquehanna 35, Central Catholic 27. More live action coming at you from the Geigle Complex right after this on TV2 Sports. Glad you could join us for the halftime show here at the Geigle Complex. Reading High School, the host of so many fine PIAA contests. This one, a pretty well-battled first half between Susquehanna and Central Catholic. Let's take a look at some of the action before we take a look at the numbers. Tim Cramsey asserting himself in the paint and picking up 2 points of Central Catholic's 27. The Vikings, however, trailing by 8, 35-27 here at the break. Dan Mowdy, Mike Zambelli, and the numbers coming at you from Bill Bickle. The Knights of Academy Park, all they're cracked up to be, the District 1 champions, coming in here roaring, Mike, and they have so many weapons, and the bench is just so deep. Excuse me. Academy Park was the last game. I got the wrong page here. Susquehanna
Township.
Township.
Right about what you said.
Yeah, that's true. All right, we'll just keep rolling right along here. But Susquehanna, that statement holds true for them as well. Emory has just so many weapons to go to on the bench, and Central Catholic may be at a little bit of a loss for that kind of depth.
Yeah, I thought in that second quarter, Central Catholic was a little flat. Give Susquehanna Township credit. You know, they did a nice job of applying pressure on the ball. Forced some turnovers, were very patient on offense. I thought did a better job of dictating. I mean, they're doing what they want to do, and the Vikings aren't really getting that. I thought the Vikings at times in that quarter played emotionless, so, you know, weren't real aggressive. Coach Baxter tried to change the defense, yet Susquehanna Township still found a way to get inside to that zone. I think the Vikes are kind of fortunate to only be trailing by 8.5.
Well, at the break, it was Central Catholic trailing only by 2, 18-16. The Vikings have never led in this contest. There was one tie in that first quarter. Both teams at 14, but only for a short time before Susquehanna took the lead back. Susquehanna outscoring Central Catholic by 6 in this second frame, 17-11. Let's take a look at Gabe Lewullis
Well, it's something that, another shot to the arsenal.
Mike
Fast
Smith.
break, yeah, nice, nice movement, good look up court by Smith, but nobody back defensively, and Lewullis with the exclamation.
Wow.
Nailing it down. Yeah, a little, not the defense back there, that's the key there, but Lewullis at 6'4" certainly, has that capability. On the high school level, I think a lot of the young men that you see try to dunk, the problem that they have is controlling the ball with their hand, and coaches don't mind it. They like it. It gets the crowd, gets your team motivated. But when you go for one, make sure you make it. Don't miss. And we have seen misses, and Lewullis took care of business there.
Mike, Central Catholic certainly is happy to be here in this boys 3A Eastern semifinal, but they're going to try to avoid a repeat of history from a season ago. They lost in this Eastern semifinal round, and on the way they beat this same Susquehanna Township team, but only by a point, 55-54.
Yeah, it was a basically close game, anybody's game. The difference was the free throw line. Let's take a look at the stats for the first half. Susquehanna 14 of 25, 2 threes, 56%, perfect 5 from the line. Walt DeVan with 13. For the Vikes, 9 of 19, 3 threes, 47.3%, 6 for 8 from the line, 75%. Lewullis with 12. So we're getting good free throw shooting. Susquehanna Township better in the field goal percentage, and really the difference in the game. 5 more field goals, 1 less 3. The Vikes just did not have a real sharp, crisp second quarter the way they did in that first quarter. Hey, look at the rest of the scoring for the Vikings. Sproul had 3 on a 3-pointer. Smith was scoreless. Lewullis had the 12. Most of those 12 coming in the first quarter. The 3 field goals were in the first quarter. Drayton had 5. 2 less than his playoff high in that first half, and I thought looked a little more aggressive. Had a bad break on a couple of those shots inside, or we could have, a different look at what the score is right now with the Vikings trailing by 8. Cramsey with 2 really wasn't needed on offense, but I look for the Vikes to maybe try and get him involved a little bit more in the second half. Missed that peeper towards the end, and I know that's not going to sit real well with Cramsey. He created an opportunity off the missed free throw and then rushed the shot, maybe thinking that the time was going to run out, and a shot that we have seen him finish, he missed. But only 1 field goal for Timmy. Radio off the bench for 5 points has played real well also. He has 2 field goals. One of those are a 3.
All right. Go ahead, Mike.
Susquehanna Township, Polly has the 12. Nielsen is scoreless. DeVan has 13. Charles Heller has 2. Tennant with 6. Brown is scoreless. And Anthony Brown off the bench has 2 points for their total of 35.
Elsewhere tonight, single A boys action. Pitts District 11's Marion versus Scotland School of Veterans Children. Earlier tonight here on TV2 Sports, coming at you live, it was Southern Lehigh, a game comeback attempt in the second half, falling just 2 points short against the #1 team in the state, Academy Park. Final score there, Knights 60, Spartans 58. And before that, 2 teams with some local interest in that they defeated 2 of our District 11 teams. Cheltenham defeating Cedar Crest 46-39. Cheltenham going on to the Eastern Finals. Maybe the best team, the best 4A girls team in the state, continues to motor along. Go ahead, Mike.
First half, we were tied twice at 14 and 16. We had 2 lead changes. The Vikes went ahead 3-2 at 6:31. The only time that they have led in a game in the first period, but Susquehanna Township came right back to take a 5-3 lead at the 6:12 mark, and they have led ever since.
Incidentally, we will have a tape repeat telecast of that Southern Lehigh Academy Park game. If you're watching this Central Catholic game live on a Saturday evening and the clock reads about 5 after 9, guess what? You're in luck. Southern Lehigh coming up next. Academy Park, Southern Lehigh, and then we'll repeat this telecast, Central Catholic and Susquehanna Township, at about 11 p.m. this evening. Don't forget, more March Madness coming your way tomorrow. The Bethlehem Catholic Golden Hawks 3A girls team against Lancaster Catholic in another perennial rematch. That coming your way tomorrow night live here at Reading at 6:30 p.m. There you see first-year head coach Emery trying to get the troops organized and making sure everything's squared away with the scorers table.
Rich Baxa was just moments ago, going over instructions with his leader, Gabe Lewullis. 35-27, Susquehanna Township looking to advance to the Eastern Finals and take on Academy Park. Andy Himmelwright directing tonight's telecast. Crew doing a fine job. Hope you're enjoying live PIAA coverage as much as we at Service Electric enjoying bringing it to you.
Baxo looking at the clock, a little bit of despair perhaps showing on his face, hoping to turn things around here. And if there's anybody that can do it, it's Baxo. We got a chance to look at his chalkboard after Central Catholic's last win against Pottstown. And he always comes up with good, relevant information to share with his team at the break. 35-27, that's Susquehanna Township with the ball and the lead.
Difference in that second quarter. Vikings turned the ball over 5 times for a total of 10.5. Susquehanna Township only won to have 5 at the break.
Tennant increases the lead to double digits. Smith trying to get somewhere against DeVan. Not an easy task. Sproul bounce pass to Drayton. Oh my, Tennant is there. Drayton again, no good. DeVan.
Boy, Tennant with a heck of a reaction.
Drayton with the swipe. Boy, Rashawn Drayton has come back to correct anything that has gone wrong in his game tonight. A lot of resiliency being shown out there by that young man.
They need to get on a little roll offensively. Indians just denying everywhere.
DeVan with the pick. Deals. Fires. The shot is off. Drayton quickly down court. Smith will wait for it and then start the attack again. Here's Lewullis. Count it.
Nice control. Smith waits for Lewullis running the floor, and that's a high percentage shot that you create in transition.
Gary Nielsen with the ball against Gabe. I guess we can start calling him Gabe. Keith Broler said we could.
I thoroughly enjoyed that article.
And I agree with him.
That was really well done. So, hey, that was an all-state performance Lewullis had the other evening. Deserved everything that was written. 36 points, but, I mean, he played a complete game. Defense, steals, rebounds.
Shot is up, but off by Anthony Brown. And a foul called underneath.
Wait, Tennant and Cramsey continue to do battle. Tennant will be called for this one as Cramsey had good position.
First.
6:10 remaining in this third period. Central Catholic trailing by 8.
And they react quickly to Lewullis in the corner.
Anthony Brown. And there's Drayton keeping it alive in traffic.
Good catch by Drayton.
Sproul will drive and dish to Smith. Uh-oh. Manages to stay in bounds. Lewullis off the glass. No good. Drayton with the glass. Shot is up. No good. And Drayton's foul.
Drayton gives you an example of his leaping ability, but I'll tell you, Susquehanna Township is making Central Catholic work for everything they are getting. I mean, they have pressure everywhere. Really not a good shot the Vikes got off there. They were saved by Drayton's athleticism in controlling the boards.
Second foul on Noah Tennant, and the team's second here in the second half.
Boy, and Cramsey just continues to do battle with the inside people. Little jawing taking place after that sequence.
Noah Tennant at 6'4", Cramsey at 6'3". Cramsey maybe gives an inch, and I would say the weights are about even. That would be a heck of a heavyweight battle.
Drayton now 3 for 4 from the line, has 7 points, ties his playoff high of 7 against Pottstown.
We've got Mike Smith on DeVan. Nielsen, thinking about it, was Brown. Gets it back to DeVan.
Vikes now man-to-man defense. They've mixed it. They're trying to get more pressure, and they'll do it.
Backcourt violation. Mike Smith with some excellent pressure.
Yeah, that's, only the 7th turnover charged against Susquehanna Township. They need to try and break their rhythm a little bit.
DeVan started politicking to try to get that call his way from the start of the pickoff there by Smith, who knocked it over the timeline.
Needs some help. Gonna run out of time. Just had to throw it away.
DeVan quickly at the other end, and he's stripped by Smith. Wow.
That's good recovery by Smith. Now, this Indian defense just continues to swarm. Vikes are not getting a good attack on it.
They're on the warpath tonight. Lewullis, the fadeaway, it's short.
Hey, even that shot, they get it to Lewullis, and that's a shot he's capable of, but it's a fadeaway along the baseline.
Here's a shot up and no good by Nielsen, and Lewullis is there for the rebound.
This game is going to be won defensively. The Vikes are going to have to get a little bit more, force some more turnovers, maybe get a transition basket or two. But this game has to turn out to be a defensive war if the Vikes are going to win. Look at how tough they are. Deny again.
Sproul will have a shot and drain it.
And they force Sproul to really create. Get the defense out with a nice head and shoulder fake, but a tough left-hander for Sproul.
5 points for Sproul tonight. That's his first deuce here in the second half. DeVan clobbered on the baseline. Smith saying that he had position. And it will be against Michael. That's his third.
On the move. Smith gets beat off the dribble, tries to scramble back, had some company, had some help back there, but picks up the foul.
Central's first team foul here in the second half.
Susquehanna Township has scored only 2 points in this quarter to this point. We're halfway through it. Make it great.
DeVan pumps the lead back up to 5. Make it 6. Brown peels off after a little early pressure, heads back down court. Here comes Sproul now for Central. Trouble inside. It's just not happening.
They're just not allowing the Vikes to get in an offensive rhythm.
Heller goes inside looking for Tennant, and he is fouled. It's going to be against Tim Cramsey. That's his second.
Tennant a nice job in coming to meet the ball. Does not allow Cramsey to ever get in position good enough there to make any kind of a steal.
Sproul gets a breather. Matt Radio reports in. 6-point lead for the Indians. Let's see if they try to slow things down a little bit here. .3:15 remaining here in the third quarter. Good quick step and the loft. Gary Nielsen. He averages 12 per game, and he's got 2 right there.
The help comes over a little late. Nielsen able to elevate up over the top.
It's only Nielsen's first field goal tonight. Lewullis from three-point land.
That's the one Lewullis needed. He's been a little dry. That's his first field goal, second field goal in the second half. Second 3.
DeVan's shot is no good. And some defensive clobbering going on, actually offensive clobbering. Central Catholic gets the benefit of this call.
Vikes do a better job here defensively. This is not a particularly good shot. A running one-hander off balance, better pressure on the ball.
3 fouls called now on Heller. Heller knocks it out of bounds. Central will get it back. Smith lofts it up and he's fouled in the act. You're right, Mike. This is one heck of a defensive battle. A lot of fouls being called. No shot has been uncontested.
Yeah, and what's going to happen is, I mean, free throw shooting in that fourth quarter is going to be so very important. because the fouls are going to be continue to be called, and you're going to need to shoot a good percentage to win. I would venture to say the team that makes the most free throws in the fourth quarter could be your winner. Smith with his first point tonight. He was scoreless against Pottstown. His playoff high 11 against James Buchanan in the opening round of the States as Susquehanna Township almost kicks it away.
Central Catholic on an 11-6 run to start things off here in the second half, and they're within 3 points.
Well, the things that Lewullis does on the court, another excellent defensive play, good strip inside. This guy only a junior.
Ooh, Drayton giving DeVan all he's worth. Shot is up by Nielsen.
Nielsen with the tray.
Some tough hoops. Nielsen coming through in the clutch as we head out into the final 2 minutes of play here in this third quarter. Smith's shot is short. Radio's there. Ramsey. And this will be against Tim, his third.
He's questioning as to what happened. And again, Tennant able to get around the side. And Cramsey with a takedown in the tackle. Scrambling for the loose ball, picks up number 3.
Joe Bickert ready to...
The defense started all of that again. Tennant, frustrating Timmy, couldn't receive the inlet pass.
Here comes Cramsey. Oh, no! Oh, my! That looked like it was going to go. Cramsey drawing the foul up. No intended. I can't believe he got the shot up at all.
Well, they're having some kind of battle inside. And this is going to be 4 against Hanna. Cramsey has 3. Great anticipation on the steal. And he does a nice job here of feeling the defense. Boy, he uses his body so well to get that shot off, and he almost gets the roll.
Awfully close. Cramsey to shoot 2 at the line. Gets the first one to go. Cramsey with 2 field goals in that first half. Looking for his first here in the second half, but he'll get the job done at the line, and he does.
And Cramsey now will get a little bit of a breather. Joe Bickert in for him, number 42. Effort to keep him out of further foul trouble. Cramsey with 3.
Bickert has been assigned to Charles Heller as they switch things up a little bit.
Bickert has been a very important part of the success of the Viking team this year.
Central will take over after the miss by Anthony Brown.
Did not see much action against Pottstown, but scored 6 against James Buchanan off the bench. Had 7 against Blue Mountain in the District 11 playoffs. Needs to play an important couple minutes for the Vikes here. They trail by 4.
So with Tennant out of the contest for a while, Central Catholic gets Cramsey arrest. Mike Smith gets the job done against the smaller Indian squad.
Boy, Smith alone made something out of a near turnover.
Vikings to within 2. Turnaround inside, no good by Brown. The follow-up, no good. Drayton pulls down the big rebound. Here comes Bickert on the run. Stops. Count it.
Boy, that's a big play.
Good try.
Drayton, big rebound. And Bickert off the bench has made an instant impact.
Coming down to the final 10 seconds of this third period. 44 apiece.
Third tie. First 2 are at 14 and 16. Way back in the first half.
No good. The basket shot comes after the one. Central Catholic is back 44-44 heading into the final period. We'll be right back live from the Geiger Center right after this on TV2 Sports. Back to the action live here at the Goggle Complex. Mike Smith bringing the ball up. Central Catholic tying the score at 44. Joe Bickert off the bench making an immediate impact.
They look for their first lead since they led 3-2. Have Drayton. Good post by Rashawn Drayton and a good look by Bickert.
Oh, Drayton talking a little trash inside and going nose to nose with Gary Nielsen.
And Bickert does a smart thing to pull Drayton out. Drayton has really played maybe his best playoff game to this point. He's been aggressive. He's played with more confidence. They need him in there, and they need him to remain under control and composed.
I think Drayton was saying that his scalp was a little cleaner than, well, never mind.
Numbers third quarter, 5 for 10 for the Vikes, 1-3, 6 for 6 from the line, 17 points for Susquehanna Township, 3 for 9 only, 1 free, 33.3%, 2 from the free throw line. They scored 9 in the third quarter.
The Vikings have never led in this contest. Bickert loses the grip, and pulling it down is Brown. DeVan with the ball against Smith, kicks it back out. The Indians doing a little more passing, it appears.
14th turnover against the Vikes. Susquehanna Township with 9.
Follow-up is no good by Brown, and here comes Lewullis.
Central catches a break there. That's a high percentage shot. Susquehanna missed there.
Lewullis gets stripped by Anthony Brown, and Susquehanna will get it back.
Boy, I thought Lewullis took a forearm across the face. No call there, and I'm impressed with the poise that Lewullis plays with. Never argues a call, never hangs his head. I thought he got whacked pretty good there to lose that one.
Bickert is off. Cramsey comes back on with 3 fouls, and for Susquehanna, Tennant is in the contest with 4 fouls.
And Bickert gave Coach Baxa exactly what he needed. Scored a couple of points and played well.
Nielsen. Here's DeVan, baseline, counted. Smooth and set. Susquehanna back up by 2. They have never trailed. Mike Smith.
Oh, they have Cramsey. You got to get it right in there because that only lasts for a split second.
He wants to take it at Tennant, see if he can pick up another foul and send Tennant to the showers.
Yeah, and that's what the Vikes are thinking of, I'm sure.
Lewullis goes up with a shot, no good. But he'll step to the line. Foul called here on DeVan. This will be number 3 on Walt.
Lewullis going to create on his own. Excellent defense. DeVan stays right in position. Just gets called for a little body contact.
That'll put Susquehanna over the limit. 2-shot foul, however, for Lewullis. Well, that's a rarity. Lewullis shooting into the teeth of the Susquehanna faithful. Actually, it's the Vikings faithful trying to help him out there behind the backboard.
Lewullis with 18.
Here comes Nielsen now. DeVan shakes, bakes, tries to get around Smith. The shot is off. Good defense. Drayton with the rebound.
Another board for Drayton.
Radio brings it up against Polly. Takes it right at him. Lewullis inside. Gets it to go.
Better post by Lewullis. Vertical in position, and he's able to go in strong. The Vikings lead for the first time since they led 3-2 in the first quarter.
Polly from the 3-point arc. Nielsen will try. Lewullis had his hand on the ball. Partial block, and Drayton gets it back. There's Gabe against DeVan. No! Nielsen with the rebound. Central's back for defense.
Now that's a good job of getting back and getting some pressure on Lewullis in transition.
Tennant draws the foul on Drayton. To my best knowledge, that's Drayton's first. Well, they'll say it's his second.
Well, with Cramsey there, the concern is that it's not called on him because it would have been 4 on 10.
Headed to the line for Susquehanna.
Tennant gets the first to go. And the second. Susquehanna's lead 2 points, 1 point, 48-47.
Excellent free throw shooting in this game. Susquehanna Township now 9 for 9. The Vikings are 13 for 16.
Lewullis directs a little traffic. He has DeVan confronting him. Drayton, gets the ball knocked loose by Heller. DeVan comes up with it. They quickly go up court. Smith taps it away, but right into the hands of Heller. Good too.
Well, alert play by Heller. That was good denial inside, but you just get that loose ball, and Heller aggressive to the basket, scores his first field goal to go along with 2 free throws. He has 4.
Smith bounce pass. Lewullis against Tennant and DeVan. The floater is short. Heller gets tied up, and this will be against Ramsey. That hurts. Number 4 against Ramsey. He and Tennant now with 4 apiece. Ramsey being told that there are other people who would like to handle the ball between the plays.
It's a tough foul, aggressive inside. He will have to go to the bench. And again, it is Pickard. He played about 2 minutes, scored 2 points, had a nice assist or a good look. It didn't result into an assist. He's going to have to do it again.
DeVan, top of the key against Smith. They had Polly down low for a second. Nielsen.
Smallish crowd for 3A boys, but the bad weather, I'm sure, has kept a lot of people at home.
DeVan misses everything. And a foul underneath. This will be it for Tennant. He got caught clearing out down low.
Well, he and Ramsey have really had a war inside, and this will be it for Tennant. Good box out by Drayton. Over the top call. And Tennant is gone.
They start singing the goodbye song for Tennant with 4:11 remaining in the contest. Central Catholic trailing Susquehanna Township 50-47. Had a 1-point lead for a short time in this 4th quarter. Drayton will step to the line for a 1-and-1.
And Tennant leads with 10 points. Well, he really played well. Fine floor game. Good rebounder. And really battled toe-to-toe with Tennant Ramsey. That's a great matchup.
Tennant is one hard guy to move out of the paint. Drayton thought he missed it. He was over the foul line too early.
Well, he thought he missed it. He was going in for the foul. That's a tough break. He gets called for going in there too soon. Negate the 1.
Wow. Timeout now called by Susquehanna with 4:06 remaining. The Indians leading the Vikings of Central Catholic 50-47.
It's a tough break. You know, Lewullis knows it's gotten away from him. Now he's just going to charge right in there. And before it hits the backboard, he didn't think banks were open this late, I guess. Downtown Reading. For those of you who weren't able to get out tonight, and if you're watching us live, we hope you're enjoying our telecast. 50-47, the Vikes trail by 3. In case you missed game 1, Southern Lehigh came back from a 28-6 deficit after the first quarter to lose to Academy Park, the top-ranked team in 3A boys, 60-58. It was a miraculous comeback to fall 2 points short.
This has been a bit of a tussle for Central Catholic tonight, Mike. They tied the game up twice in that first quarter, but trailed after one, 18-16. Then were outscored 17-11 in the second quarter. Trailed by 8 points at the break, and then really came back strong in that third period, starting it off with an 11-6 point run, outscoring the Indians 17-9 in that frame. And now a 3-point contest. Susquehanna is just tough to keep down. They are back on top of a 3-point lead.
And the Vikes go to a trap.
Nielsen.
Good recognition by Susquehanna Township.
Inside, they look for Heller, who steps up and gets it.
Boy, this guy has come up with 2 big field goals. In the fourth quarter, he has only 2, and they are both within this last couple of minutes.
Coming down to 3.5 minutes.
Another one of the things Lewullis does so well. Handles the ball, full court press.
Bickert.
Look at the defense.
Will have to put it up. He's got nowhere else to go. Lewullis, count it.
That's a big hope. All right, that's a break for the Vikes. That ball just caroms off the rim. Lewullis is in perfect position with the defense on his back. I mean, that was great defensive pressure by Susquehanna Township. Again, Bickert had nowhere to go. And a nice bounce to Lewullis, who finishes. And now we'll be back to the free throw line.
4 fouls now by Charles Heller after that one. Tim Cramsey returns to the contest. He has 4 fouls for Central.
Lewullis 6 for 9 from the line. 6 for 8.
And Lewullis finishes the three-point play. Central to within 2 points. Nielsen finds the opening. Lewullis with the swat. It's out of here. Oh, man.
Wow, from the weak side. Excellent help by Lewullis.
We have a great angle.
That saved the gimme 2 points.
Shot is up and off by DeVan. DeVan's been rather quiet in the late going. He might have just worn himself out. Central Catholic will take over with a chance to tie or do better.
Now you're going to get a good look here. Right foot is going to slide on the line. Officials right on top of it.
DeVan coming out to face Smith.
10 turnovers against Susquehanna Township. The Vikes have committed 15.
Nice read. Cramsey for 2.
Michael Smith does so many solid things. Nice job of getting the penetration and creating for Cramsey. We're tied at 52. Fourth tie of the night.
2:30 remaining in the fourth quarter. Heller with 4 fouls kicks it back out to Nielsen. DeVan wants the ball. He's got Smith to contend with. Goes baseline. Gets Smith up in the air. Smith clobbers him. No doubt in anybody's mind that was a foul, but he also denied DeVan a chance to get that ball to go.
Use that quickness. Get baseline.
Number 4 for Mike Smith.
Great control. Great control to get the defense up in the air. Indians have yet to miss from the free throw line. DeVan with 18 is now 5 for 5 from the line.
That's money in the bank in a game this close.
They are 10 for 10.
There's the first miss. And Susquehanna is going to get it back. Good effort there by Anthony Brown. Nielsen to put it in play.
That's
Ramsey.
Every possession so important.
Drayton with a huge turnover here. Central could take the lead back with 2. Cramsey gets stripped.